And today is a great day to start planting them. So we already planted two, the avocado and the jackfruit. And now we're gonna go and do this really cool tree. It was new and it was called the variegated caracara. So it has stripes and it looks really cool. And we're gonna put it right kind of along the driveway to show it off. The site that we chose is right here. You can see the tree right there. And it's approximately at least 25 feet from another jackfruit, a Rollinia, and a Macnut that we have nearby. So that should give it enough room. This is a tree. Look, it already has some fruit on it. It's super cool. Wow. The tool of choice for working this land is the pickaxe and the OO bar. And there you can see Michael is digging up some of that dirt. That soil is really nice, good stuff that we had brought in. It's got biochar soil, Macnut compost, and manure. So that wheelbarrow is really heavy, so Michael has to bring it. Look at him. Look at him with his strength. All his strength. Some shoots.
Paulina, what are you doing?
We're clearing this area so we can plant the beautiful variegated caracara.
What's a caracara?
It's an orange citrus. It's really good.
Have you ever had it?
Not the variegated, but the caracaras are really good. We have underneath is a bunch of lava rocks. So you gotta use this OO bar to pry them all out, and then you get a nice... You can take out all your frustrations into the earth for her to absorb and diffuse and make you feel at peace. You gotta be careful with the worms because they're our friends. So this hole, we're gonna try to get it about as deep as this container, maybe a little bit deeper. And I think that width is pretty good. It's like 2-3 feet wide. Baby worms. There's a green one. Green wiggler. A decent sized hole there. It's not too deep because we're gonna build it up. And now we're gonna add the soil into the hole. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty mounded. We're gonna build it up.
So here we have 2 amendments we're going to add to the soil. These are somewhat specific to Hawaii because there's no, because it's very acidic, the soil, so we add calcium with lime and coral, and also add some phosphate for root growth, and azomite, which contains a lot of trace minerals.
70 plus.
70 plus trace minerals.
Yep.
So we're going to add a little bit here and then mix it in.
So now the shovel comes into play when we actually have soil to dig a nice hole for this to fit into so that it's like flush with the top of it. Looks good. And now we gotta take this off because you can't plant it with this thing on. Where's my sickle? So he's in, she's in, and feel the roots. They want to sprawl out, so we're gonna fill her up with dirt. And it looks pretty straight.
Yeah, it's straight.
Yeah. So now we built up the mound, and then we had to go get a little more dirt to make it bigger, and so it could taper off nicely. And now we add the chicken manure. It's called Nutri-Rich. It has a 4:1
4:3:2.
4:3:2 ratio NPK, and it's got a little bit of calcium. So we add this around the drip line and maybe a little close to the front or to the center. So this tub is like 16-ounce container, and this should be good for like a month here because it rains a lot. For mulch, basically we're just going to use everything that we see around us to cover the soil, and that's going to help to preserve nutrients and preserve moisture, and it'll break down and turn into soil eventually. And the microorganisms really like it, so it'll make the plant really healthy, basically. So we're just gonna grab stuff from this bush. We'll start with the greens and the first layer because those break down the fastest, so you want the nitrogen to get into the soil. And then we'll add some browns on top, and we'll also add like kind of like woody like logs or branches and stuff. So here Michael found like an old log that is already partially broken down, so it's like perfect. And we'll put that around the circle, not too close to the trunk. That also kind of helps keep the weeds from creeping into our planting hole area. So we got some more sticks around there, and Michael's coppicing this weed tree that grows pretty prolifically here. It's called the Puna Rose. So we'll use that, the greens, to put on top of the soil. So yeah, we have left a lot of these weed trees intact so that we can use them as coppicing material for mulching around our trees. Nice work. We made a pretty ugly donut, but all this stuff is going to break down.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what it looks like as long as you get mulch down. You can make it pretty if you want, but it's not necessary.
We could add a little more brown.
And then after you plant the tree, you want to water it with a lot of water. About a gallon, probably.
Once everything's done, we take the rocks and stack them in a pile like that so that you can draw up energy from the cosmos and bring it here to help this plant grow big and tall. And then we ohm Ready, Michael? Yay! That's it. Now on to the next one.